motherfucker, yeah. It feels great, motherfucker, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my Insta stories, how I edit my Insta stories, part 5. We are on number 5. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 already. You can check them out in the eye on the it's like an Instagram editing playlist, so it's got loads of shit in there you can watch. But this is number 5 because you guys have requested it, so I'm going to record my phone screen and I'm going to put it next to me here. Okay, so the first app I want to talk about, which I have spoken about before, but it is my Ride or Die app. I use it for every single Insta stories I will put up in some way, whether it's for text, whether it's for music, or just editing like a video together. I will use InShot, this one right here. So as you can see on this one, for example, I've actually got 2 videos and 2 photos in this whole story. So it looks like this: video, swap to video, swap to photo, swap to photo. So you literally just do that by importing more. So you just click this plus button and you just import something else. And then I use the transitions, which are these little things here. Can you see them? They're like little white boxes. So you click on those, and I usually use this one, but I do sometimes use this one, so it like spins. But yeah, this one I like best. And I have also used this for text. As you can see, it's got this kind of almost watermarked new post printed over the whole thing. So I do that on here. So I just go to text. You can see here it's already there. I've just written obviously new post repeatedly, put it over, and then I've just done the text in white. I've done a black border, but down to 50%. So if I brought it up, it would be stronger. So I brought it down to 50. And then I've just put the opacity right down. You could have it up, still looks cool, but I think down looks just really cool and like different. Wow, is that it down? What's going on? Oh, I had it at 20, didn't I? I thought I had it at 50. 20, like that. Because I personally think, although I obviously love using Insta stories to be creative and like make cool content and stuff, but realistically you're using it, especially for something like this, when you're trying to advertise a new post, not for just general like Insta story life, but when you're wanting to advertise a new post, then obviously you want it to look cool, but you also want it to do its job. And its job is what? Its job is to get your followers to see the story and want to click your page to view your post. Obviously you want people to see your photo because you probably put a hell of a lot of effort into creating that photo, so you want it to be seen. So this is like another way to advertise the photo. So I do think it's really good to have some kind of video backup, not video backup, like a video footage of something to do with your photo. So as you can see in this one, for example, like these 2 were the images, but I also have these video shots from the day when I took the photo to advertise it, so it's a little bit different. And having the writing over it makes the photo a little bit distorted, like that, and obviously it moves very quickly. Of course people can pause, but even if they do pause, you're going to see this, which you can see it, but it's not super clear. You'd be like, oh, I really want to go and see this photo. You know, like you're making people want to see it. Because if you put this up, say we took this writing off. Let's just remove that writing from that section. Hold on. Scroll. They saw it like this. They would pause and they could be like, oh yeah, that's cool. But unless they're going to be blown away by the photo, then why would they go to your page to then like it and or comment if they've already seen it on your story? You know, like it would have to be a freaking unreal photo for them to take the effort out of their busy day to see it, in their head be like, oh, that's a cool photo, but then go out of their way to click your post, click your page, go find the photo, like and comment on it. Like it would have to be a pretty damn amazing photo, you know? So I think it is good to have some kind of distortness going on to just make it more intriguing that people want to go and look on your page, yeah? So that's why I use InShot for a lot. I use it for this type of vibe. I also use this for my yellow text, which you guys have seen. I did a video on it. You can click the eye to watch that as well. You know, like the cool yellow text. Okay, so the next app I want to talk about is StoryArt. I've used StoryArt for a while, like a hot minute, but it is great. And I think what's so good about it is it caters for so many like themes, whether you've got more of a girly pink theme. So obviously I'm only showing you what I do, but you might have a totally different vibe to me, but you still are interested in how to do stuff, but it wouldn't suit you because it's not your vibe. So on here there's loads of options. This is the templates, so you can see there's loads. And in here that's not just one template. So the one I use most is film. So if I click on here, there's all these templates in film. So there's freaking loads on here. And this is the one I use for the grid. You guys asked a lot, this grid here. So it looks like that, and you would just go and put your photo or video, whatever, in it, and then you get this cool grid effect. Looks sick. I love this one. I probably use this most just for this one, to be honest. But I also do like this one, which you guys have asked how I do, which is with the record button like in the corner. So it looks like this once you put a photo in. So it's got that little record there. So yeah, I do really like that as well. But yeah, that's just films. There's lots of options in here, very much like Unfold, like the Polaroid, the film effect ones, but just a little bit different. And I don't see many people using this one. I haven't personally. But then I don't follow loads of people, but I don't personally see anyone using this. But as you can see, there is loads in here. The other one I like and use is Ink, which is here, which I think is really cool, especially if you're, as I said, you want to show that you've got a new photo, but you don't want to give too much of it away, then you can use this because it gives this really nice, like, worn away effect, like it's been brushed on, and people will be intrigued to be like, oh, well, what's her face like in this? Oh, ooh, you know? And I do like this one as well because it's got a cross, which suits this one here, which obviously suits my vibe very well because I have crosses on all my photos. In case you didn't notice that. So yeah, so Ink's really good. And the other one that's really good is Paper, which is, where is it? Did I go past it? Ah, Paper. So you get this really cool effect where it's got like the tape like sticking the images on. So you would just literally go and put a photo in that one, and then you could put another photo in that one, and it would look like that, which looks sick. I think that looks really cool. You can also change the colour of stuff to suit you. Like I'd probably go for this actually, it's pretty cool. And you can also add text if you wanted to. So you just double tap, write new post. I always put pissed when I do this, and go to style, and you've got some fonts that you can use. You can make it bigger, you can make it like more spaced out, you can change the colour. There's lots of fonts, so you could do something like that, and then you could just move it around wherever you wanted to have it. That doesn't really work because they can't really see it, but you get what I mean. There's a lot you can do on here. I think this looks really cool. Also quite good if you do YouTube videos that you want to promote on your stories. I use this one, which I think is really cool. Why is it not loading? I don't know why it's not loading when I put it on there. How annoying. I'm just going to show you, like, not opening it up. So it's got, like, this one, for example, which is quite cool because it's the right shape to put in. Say you've done, like, an intro on your video, you could put the snippet in the right shape, and it's got the tape on the edge, and you can put some writing to let people know you have a new video out. So this is this is StoryArt. I will quickly show you on Unfold. If you weren't aware, they do have a new update on it, which you can purchase. You do have to buy it, which is called DW1. They also have another one called Red. I don't use that. But DW1 is actually pretty sick. It has a grid like this, but it does have a little square in the grid. So you can see it's got like a little square down there. Can you see? I do think it's really cool. It's not as punchy as the one I use. It's not like as black, but I do think it is really cool. So you can use that on here. So if you already have Unfold and you want the grid, then maybe just get it on here rather than getting a whole new app. But totally up to you. But yeah, there's quite a few cool ones on here. Like this is quite cool. Like you can just put in a picture there, and it's like got the edges, which I think is quite cool. This one I really like. So you put a photo in, and then you could type something in here. I think that's really cool. Like you could just change what this says and put in whatever you want, new photo or whatever you want to write in this little box. I think that's quite cool. So yeah, Unfold has a new update if you were unaware. The other app I want to talk about is StoryLux, which is this one right here. I do think this is a really freaking bomb template app. You can see I have used it a lot, but not loads, because I feel like a lot of people use this. Like I feel like something might have happened, like maybe they promoted it somewhere, but I feel like that, just loads of people used it. So I don't know how that happened, but it did. I don't know if maybe someone big promoted it, maybe. I honestly have no idea, but a lot of people do use this, but there is a few on here that I do love, which I haven't seen as many people use. One of which is like this, where it's like a contact page, you know, like a contact sheet. I did it also with the 4, which I think looks really cool. And I also do like these, where it's like got the border. I also did it on this one. I think that looks really chic and like simplistic, but it keeps it still very cool and aesthetic, and you can tell that it looks quite professional, you know. And I also like that you can change the border colour. So just go to border and change the colour, so any colour you want. And you can also change the background. So you see backdrop, so you can have any colour you want. So you can just change it to black or to white or whatever you want. Or you can actually choose one of these which have like textures on them. Can you see that? It's got like almost like a dusty texture. So that's white. But that's more white with black, and then that's more like a beige. And then this is like black with speckles. And then this is black with white speckles. This is more scratchy. They've got marble ones. They've got like intense ones. You've got leaves. You've got, don't know what that is. You've got paint splatter. Don't know what that is. So there's like a lot on here. Clouds, plain, like that's really cool if you're doing like what's happened to my voice, it's gone all funny there, my robot. If you're doing like a plain, like a travel shot, like that would be really cool. And it's already just there, ready to post, you know, like you don't have to find that image to put on background. There's loads, like loads. Flowers if you're into that kind of thing. The one I like for this is the black spotted, this like faded grey. I think it looks really cool. So like that, super easy to use, and again, loads of templates. Like this is just the ones I've used. If you go into add, you've got film where you have all of these, and then you have edge where you have like cool edge stuff. I've used one of these quite a few times because it gives like that almost, like if you look at this one for example, it's almost like a it's almost like a kind of ripped bit of paper or something. So you can use that, and or like this for example, it would give you like that but like a cross. I'm just using the same photo every time to show you the demonstration, but it's just easier that way. Like it gives like this cool effect across it. That looks really cool. I probably wouldn't use that on its own, but the thing that I find hard, and you guys need to maybe incorporate into you doing it if you want to do this as well, is when you ask me how I've edited an Insta story, I've usually used all 3 apps and I've like layered them. So I'll like maybe do that, and then I would take that into InShot and add something else, so that I do layer them up to kind of make them a little bit more custom. But anyway, that's edge, and then you've got loads more. You've got this one, which is cool. You've got this one, which probably maybe is not something I would use, but is really cool. Like it's got like these neon signs at the bottom. But yeah, there's loads in here. And then there's just like plain ones like this, which is where I got that other one from, where you got the border around it like this. So yeah, there is loads in StoryLux. But that is the update to how I edit my Insta stories. If you see any effects I do that you want to know how I do them, then just DM me. If I don't reply the first time, don't be shy to just send another one to push it back through, because sometimes when you get a lot of messages, especially if I put out something new on Insta stories, when messages come through, they do get lost. So yeah, if I don't reply, then just give me a little nudge, because I do try and reply to all of you. Or what I would do, if it's one where I've layered a lot, or it's something that's so hard to explain over a message, then I'll just screenshot it and I'll put it in a new video for another one, you know. That's actually probably the best way. If you see a story you like, just send me the story that I've done and say, can you put this in your next video? A couple of you have done that, and I think I've shown you in this what the things are, which the majority was the grid, like the black grid, and also the text and the transitions, which I've touched on all of those. So that is everything for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to click that subscribe button because that really does help me out, obviously. And any requests, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.